Hello guys, Dean here and welcome back to Minnows to Kings here in San Marino with SS Cosmos, where today we are going to be taking on Bodo Glimt in our final European game of the season. We do have a few recaps to go over since you were last with us. We quickly have a look at the schedule. I believe we played 3 league games, which we will quickly go through. All of them wins, one of them absolutely disappointing. We'll quickly go through the goals, starting with the Murata game. So the first goal came very early on in the game. It was actually a league record. It was Tanazzi crossing to Zaffi. We're 1-0 up after 17 minutes. The second goal was a Kevin Rossi penalty off the inside of the post and in. Murata then got one back. Some very poor defending. They went route one with the goalkeeper. The defenders just sort of let it go over the top of them, but it's an absolutely great finish by Bernardi there. We then extended our lead again. It was Tanazzi into Tomasoni with a great through ball for Kevin Rossi, who just slots it past the goalkeeper there. Tanazzi then involved in the fourth goal with a great piece of work down the left hand side, skips past his man and crosses the ball for Minusco Catronella, who can't really miss from a yard out. And the final goal was Fontana playing the ball into Diarra, Pancotti with the through ball to Di Cristofaro, who again just slots the ball past the keeper. Comfortable 5-1 win there. You can see that we were absolutely the dominant team. We've also packed out the stadium again, which is absolutely fantastic. Look at Tanazzi with the man of the match performance. We then took on Trey Penny in the San Marino Cup quarter-final first leg. A great through ball by Feltrin, and Minusco Catronella takes it round the keeper and slots it into the empty net for a very disappointing 1-0 win. Obviously looking to build on that in the second leg against Trey Penny. You can see again that we were the dominant team. Tanazzi once again with the man of the match, and also again a decent attendance, which is absolutely great. A couple of transfer items to go over. We talked about Reynaldo in the last episode, I believe. Goalkeeper we were looking to bring in. He kept rejecting me. I've actually managed to get him to agree to a contract now. We're just actually waiting for him to sign him. If we compare him again with Tyler Evans, very similar. Tyler Evans is a slightly better shot stopper, but Ronaldo's just much better aerially. He's better mentally, and he's got much better distribution. Be interesting to see the comparisons of the two. Frederick Bider is one who's been coming in for a little while. He joins in January when the transfer window opens. Bobby Dean has decided to leave. He's gone back to, I believe, Northern Ireland Crusaders. I want to say, yeah, Crusaders Northern Ireland. He's gone back home to Northern Ireland. He leaves the 1st of January, and we're bringing in a Giacomo Valentini, a young San Marino centre half, left wing back. Again, we're just looking for some young San Marino players to develop. Looking at the stats that I can see, he looks very good for this level of football. But again, he's a young lad, one to possibly develop. Also helps us to fill that non-foreign player slot that we require in the league. Adam Weir we've known about for a little while now. He leaves in around about 3 weeks' time on the 1st of January. Simon Moller again is another one who's been coming in for a little while. He joins on the 6th of January. We signed him quite a while ago. He may not quite be good enough by the time he does actually sign for us. In terms of his eligibility though, for his homegrown status, he's not that far away, which could be quite handy coming into Europe next season. We've also agreed to sell Filippo Frizzari to Teramo, and it's our first ever fee that we're going to be receiving. Only a small fee. I believe we actually are getting around about £500. We have to pay the remainder of Frizzari's loyalty bonus, but he does leave, I think £140. He does leave on the 2nd of January. Quick view of the squad before we get into today's game. Just a quick sort of mid-season update. If we have a look at goals, we can see Kevin Rossi leading the way on 21 goals and 24 appearances. We've then got Minusco Catronella with 15 and Di Cristofaro with 10. Assists-wise, Caradon and Tanazzi, the 2 wing-backs, absolutely fantastic. And Kevin Rossi's up there again with 8. We do have a few injuries to speak of since you were last with us. We've got Pancotti, who's just come back from an injury. Di Cristofaro himself is actually injured. He is suffering from a pulled groin, which he received in training. Tanzi, the backup left wing back, is also suffering from an injury. He's got a twisted ankle, which he received in training also. He's been out for around about 3 weeks. not quite fully fit yet. But in terms of today's match, it is the final European game which we're going to be participating in this season. If we have a quick look at the group, let's have a look at Group D. You can see here that we can't qualify anymore. It's all about finishing ahead of Sheriff Tiraspol, who are taking on AEK, and they're at home in Moldova. So finishing third would be massive. I believe the prize money would be much better for finishing third. But in terms of today's starting lineup, we are going to go with Tyler Evans in goal. You can see he's not quite developing well, the 20-year-old Welshman. We have, I believe, managed to extend his contract, or actually I don't think we did with Tyler Evans. We're then going to go with Brandt, Fontana and Feltrin across the back three, with Caradonna and Tenazzi, the two outstanding wing backs for us, playing at wing back. Adam Weir, the man who is leaving us, very good Mazzala. He's got crazy physicals and crazy mentals for this level of football. Christian Orselli, very good. Mazzala for us, not quite developing his determination, is going down. Outspoken, which I spoke about before, isn't ideal. And then front three, we're going to go with Rossi, Manisco, Caccianella, and we're going to bring in Tomasoni for this European game due to the injury to Di Cristofaro. Let's get into the game then. You see Bodo Glimt's recent form, unbeaten in 5 in the last 5, 3 draws and a win, 2 wins, compared to our form where we are 5 wins in a row. I'm going to assume that that's league form, although we did actually win our last European game, so it could be both. Goal difference with Sheriff, we're both equal, but I don't think if we lose and Sheriff win, goal difference isn't really going to come into account. We are playing in our changed strip for today. It's an early tack for Bodo, and we're behind inside of 2 minutes. It's Lasse Nordas with the header at the far post from the free kick. Not an ideal start. It's a great header, but he's unmarked and he's free to nod the ball in at the back post. A corner now to be taken by Mavukka, and Nordas again gets his head on the ball, and it's only just gone over the bar. You can see with Bodo winning that they are actually now topping the group. I believe AEK and Sheriff are still drawing. Another corner for Bodo. Mavukka again whips it in, but Adam Weir gets his head on the ball. It's Tunekti back to Mavukka, back to Tunekti, and Tyler Evans comes out, spreads himself large, and the defenders get behind Tyler Evans, and Brand just hacks the ball clear, kicks it out of play. We're a little bit under the cosh here. We're not really getting out of our half. To be expected, Bodo, much stronger team than us. We did actually manage to grab a 3-3 draw against them in San Marino though, which was absolutely fantastic. We started slowly in that game, 3-0 down, and we managed to come back for a 3-3 draw. It's another corner which is whipped in, and again it's headed away, this time by Fontana. But Hagen, with the long range effort, it strikes the crossbar, and Caradonna again just clears the ball. Can we get ourselves back in now with Tenazzi, far post towards Brandt? It's a good save by the goalkeeper there. It was offside anyway, so it wouldn't have counted anyway. But encouraging, we actually broke out of our own half. Bodo Glimt building an attack now, passing the ball round nicely on the edge of our area. It's a great through ball to Wembagomo, and Tunekti is all by himself in the area to make it 2-0 to Bodo Glimt with 36 minutes gone on the clock. You can see they do pass the ball around really well, just showing the difference in quality. It's a great through ball inside the defender, and nobody really tracking the runner. A little bit of inexperience on our part there, our young team. We can get in to half time at 2-0. I won't be too disappointed. Can we pinch this one? We can. It's Tenazzi. Can Tenazzi provide us with another assist? He's driving to the byline. He pulls it back to Adam Weir, who gets the ball into the box, and it's Caccianella, and it hits the woodwork. That was a real opportunity for Cosmos to get themselves back into this. A few poor performances. Kevin Rossi not really showing up for Europe again. Neither is Tomasoni. But we are massive underdogs for games like this, as they've hit the post again with Nordas. Nordas seems to be really good in the air, gets his head on a lot of these. But yeah, we're really under the cosh in this game, and we go in at 2-0. Let's see if we can salvage a draw. We've done it once before against these. We seem to be a bit of a specialist at doing that in Europe this season, is going behind early on and managing to salvage ourselves something. It does look like Sheriff Tiraspol might have taken the lead against AEK, which is not ideal. I'd really like to finish third in this group, if at all possible. We get there this time, but it's a bit of a mess out the back. Brand clears the ball straight into the back of his own player, and it ricochets to Mavuka, who volleys it past the keeper, and that is us now 3-0 down. Samsted with a great ball. Brand just boots it against, I believe, Feltrin. It's not going to let me click on him. Yeah, I believe it was Feltrin. And it fell kindly to Mavuka, who just smashes it in. Indeed, Sheriff are winning, but that puts them level on points with us, and it goes off head to head. And because we beat Sheriff, and we've drawn and won against Sheriff, that would actually mean that we do still finish ahead of Sheriff in the group, which is great. They can't actually overtake us, so we are going to finish third. Rossi gets on the end of that cross there, and the keeper has to push it behind for a corner. Can we get something from this corner? Looking for Adam Weir, 6'4", but he can't head. He needs to keep keeping them down. He's done that a lot this season. Tomasoni's on a 6.1. We'll let this highlight play out first, and then we are going to look to make some changes, as they've hit the woodwork again, but I believe it's offside against Larson. We're going to pull Tomasoni off. Tomasoni's having an absolute shocker. We don't have another striker on the bench. Excellent. Tomasoni's staying on. We are going to bring Diarra on for Adam Weir, though. Diarra just coming back to match fitness. He's been out for a little while with an injury. We have actually managed to get him to develop a long flat throw. If we just have a quick look at his development, possesses long flat throw, so maybe the throwing tactic might start working again. Orselli's had a shocker as well, so we're going to bring in Zaffi. Tomasoni I can't change because I haven't got anybody. For some reason I've packed the defence with defenders. Sorry, the substitute bench with defenders. A little bit of an oversight on my part there. Right, can these changes improve anything for us? Can we at least get one goal back? As now Bodo look to build again with Hagen. It's Samsted again. It's Tonekti to Hagen. They're passing the ball around nicely now. We just need to get a foot on the ball, pinch it, but it's we do. Brandt manages to pinch the ball, and now it's Feltrin. It's cleared long by Tyler Evans, but we're not going to get underneath this. We've given it straight back to them. And now Samsted progressing down the right hand side again, which is where their third goal came from. He does get this one into the box. It was a great save by Tyler Evans there. And yeah, awesome save. Tyler Evans must know that he's not got long left really as a Cosmos player. Diarra with that long throw, and we do get a goal back. It's Manusco Caccianella. That's exactly what the long throw can do for you. That's why it's such a powerful tactic. Yeah, Diarra just throws it over everybody. The keeper's sort of caught in no man's land, and Manusco Caccianella's got a tap in at the far post. And we have got ourselves a goal back in the 70th minute. 20 minutes remaining. Can we get another one? 9 travelling fans come all the way from San Marino on a Norwegian adventure. It's a long way to Scandinavia from northern Italy, central Italy. Approaching the final 5 minutes now, and let's not concede another one. We haven't. It was a great effort there by Sarri, but it goes harmlessly over the top. I should have really changed the wing backs. Caradonna is tired. Tenazzi's tired. We've had a lot of games in a short space of time with these European games. We're getting a day off in between matches. The rest of the cup games in San Marino at the stage we're at, the quarterfinals have already been played. The semi-finals are already being drawn. We've still got our second leg to play. You know, we're a little bit behind in terms of matches played, but that's purely because of all these European ones. Anyway, that is us out of Europe, unfortunately. We do finish third in our group. 10 goals scored, 16 conceded, which is AEK put 8 past us, which is a little bit disappointing. Cardona has managed to pick up an injury, not surprising. He was really, really tired. 37.8k. There must be more than that. I wonder if it does it at the end of the season, like television money, stuff like that. There really must be more money than that for us to come in Europe. You can see just how close the games are together. Are we going to get... Cosmos set the record for the goals conceded. Excellent, we conceded 20 goals. The previous record was 19. Anyway, that's going to be the end of today's episode. It's also pretty much going to be the last time that you see this Cosmos team for a little while in terms of live commentaries. We may, at the beginning of February, if I do make any major signings, we lose any major players, anything like that, I may do a little bit of a transfer special. I may not. I may wait till the end of the season. It's until the club reputation sort of ticks over and we move up the rankings. Other than that, that might be it until we get to, you know, cup final, playoff finals for this season. It's been we've had a few episodes this season already. We've had a lot of European games. I believe 17 in total. So yeah, I've got a lot to play through. Unless we have, like I said, a big transfer window, then we're going to go straight ahead to the end of the season, because watching the league is not going to be fun, because, you know, a game's like 10-0. That is going to be the end of today's episode. As always, thank you very much for watching, guys. If you have liked what you've seen and you want to see more, please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button as well. Any comments, as always, any feedback, please don't hesitate to let me know, and I'll see you all next time.